I'm really proud of the work that the team has done on the Belle's Cottage and the fairy tales with Belle. It's because it's not just a chance to see a princess. It's actually a chance to be a part of the Beauty and the Beast story, and so it broadens the appeal of that experience. It makes it much more interactive. It makes it much more personal, and this takes storytelling to a new level, and I think that's great. Similarly, the Be Our Guest restaurant in the Beast's castle is dining in this immersive environment, so it's like you're there at the castle having dinner, and right down to the gray stuff, which I hope you tried it. It's delicious. But that's what our guests really tell us they enjoy, being immersed in those stories, losing themselves in those stories, and so those two are really.
Well, you hint at what you've told us before in interviews, and I guess it's sort of an emerging theme at Disney, which is people, kind of customers want a choice to be able to sort of personalize an experience, to be interactive, and to some degree you're using technology to do this as part of Fantasyland. Can you give me a little more sense of what your kind of overall? I think you'd likened it before to on-demand TV.
Yeah, well, I mean, so just to be clear, our parks since Walt opened Disneyland in 1955 have been parks that people personalize their experience around. In other words, they choose what they want. It's not a linear experience. It's a experience that people decide what to do when and how and in what order, etc. But to your point, and to the point we've made previously, with new technology, we've got greater capabilities to immerse people in story. And so you saw some of that if you went through and visited Belle in her cottage. You can see it in the Be Our Guest restaurant as another example, where we know through the interactive kiosk ordering stations, where guests are, what table they're at. The food can come out sort of magically and appear. The Little Mermaid queue, where we've got in the queue line, it's not so much waiting as playing a game as you go through and interact with the crabs, who can see you and recognize what you're doing and respond to what you're doing. That's obviously technology that wasn't there when Walt was first envisioning the park, but we can be sure, based on his legacy, that he would have embraced them and leveraged the technologies to the greatest extent possible.